Now, time came for me to face up my parents. Remember now, my parents, they're waiting for my results. My parents, they're waiting to tell me when is the graduation day. It's been 4 years in varsity, and they're expecting me to graduate. Now it's the 5th year. Now it's 2017. I've had a meeting with my parents, sat down with them, and I'm like, Mom, Dad. They're like, yes, son. They're like, I'm like, I know you expect me to graduate this year, right? They're like, yes, you're gonna graduate. And I'm like, no, I'm not graduating. I'm not graduating. I'm leaving school. I've never seen my mom so angry. Yeah. I've never seen my father so disappointed. Yeah. My mom was so angry. She was furious. My father was disappointed. They asked me, are you back at this DJing thing of yours? Because they knew that I loved being a DJ, And I'm like, no, what I'm doing has nothing to do with music. I stopped doing music long time ago because I've seen it's wasting my time. They're disappointed. You see, when your parents are disappointed in you. My mom's words to me was that, if you're gonna go to university, if you're gonna go to Pretoria, but not going back to school to graduate, just know that you're no longer my son. I'm like, yeah? She's like, yes. If you're gonna go back to Gauteng, not going back to school, just know that you're no longer my son. You will no longer get anything from me. I will no longer buy you clothes. I will no longer give you money for food. I will no longer give you anything. Because I've made loans, I've made sacrifices for you to go to school. You can't tell me that you're quitting at the last minute. You can't quit at the last minute when you're supposed to graduate. My father said the same thing, that, son, if you're doing this, just know that we are no longer your parents. It means that you're a man. You're on your own. Now, I don't blame my parents. Do you know why I don't blame them? It's because in their heads, my parents actually thought that all this time I was passing and I'm going to be graduating in 2017. Now, the real reason why I'm quitting school is because all this time I was failing and it's over for me. So that's the thing. Maybe if I had told them that the reason why I'm quitting is because I've been failing, then they would have understood, maybe, just maybe. But in their heads, they thought I was graduating. And I'm like, okay. So it is what it is. Then Kuto, I told Kuto about it. Kuto Leena, he went through the same thing. He told family, I'm no longer going to school. Me and Khopoto will be pushing this thing called Forex. They said, hey, if you dare leave school, just know that you're on your own. So practically, we were literally disowned financially, I would say. But now, here's the interesting part. You're a parent. You're disowning your son, not knowing that your son has your annual salary in his bank account. He just didn't tell you about it. So that's how I felt. So when my mom was saying these things, I was like, okay, mommy, it's fine. Disown me. It is what it is, mom. I love you a lot, but it is what it is. Disown me is good. Dad, I love you a lot, but it is what it is. Disown me, but I'm going back to Gauteng, whether you like it or not. That's when I've noticed that I'm actually stubborn. And when it comes to my dreams, I'm very, very overprotective. And when it comes to my dreams, I don't put any respect on anyone. When it comes to my dreams, I don't need to respect you. It's about me. It's about my dreams. I will not settle for anything. So I've told my parents what I needed to tell them. And the conversation that we had, at the end of the day, my father told me that I'm disrespectful. My mom cried. She actually cried, saying that she didn't raise me that way to talk to them that way. It's because of this. when I was talking to them, now I was being honest. You know, with black parents, you can't really be honest to your parents. Once you are honest and you tell them what's really in, how many times have you said no to what they want you to do, but you can't tell them because there's nothing you can do. So I was honest. I told them what I needed to get off my chest, how they want to control me, make me this person that I'm not. I'm gonna be what I'm gonna be, you know. So they took it as a disrespect. My mom even cried. I was hurt that I made my mom cry for the first time for as long as I remember. But in my heart, I knew that those tears that she shed, one day there will be tears of joy. The next time my mom cried because of me was when I got her a car. You see, but at that time she cried because I hurt her. It's fine. We went back to Gauteng, me and Kuzo. First week, my mom called me. She said, Khopotso, I love you. I'm going to send you 250 rands to come back home. I'm like, I'm not coming back home, mom. She said, please, son, come back home. I said, I'm not coming back home. They called Kuto on the other side because we were not staying in one family. They said, Kuto, we are going to send you 200 rands. Mine was 250 at least. His was 200. Please come back home. Kuto told them that I'm not coming back home. The real reason why we were not going back home is because we knew that 200 rands they were trying to bribe us with, it gets in times 100 into what we have. So that's what used to give us confidence. So that's why when people come to me and say, Coach, I'm thinking of quitting my job, I'm thinking of quitting school for Forex trading, what do you think? I'm going to tell them that before you quit your job or quit school, please make sure that you make enough money out of Forex. Don't quit before making enough money because you're going to see shit. So we had that confidence because we have made money out of Forex. So there was nothing anybody can do to take that away from us. Now, when we went back to Garankua, back to the same student accommodation, I still had almost 90.